Kelly Atchison coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin, and I have the cutest cards to show you how to make today. How cute are these? We've got your basic birthday card, and then we've got a couple baby cards, great for a boy or a girl. And then we've got this darker green card. This was made with our new Cucumber Crush, Pink Pirouette, Wild Wasabi, and Elegant Eggplant. Let me show you how to make one of these. We're going to start with an Elegant Eggplant base card, and this is only 4 inches wide, not 4 1/4, but 4 inches, and you'll see why it's a little thinner in a few minutes. I've scored it at 5 1/2. And the first thing that we need to do is run it through our Big Shot to cut off the rounded edge for the dragon mouth. Now I'm using the oval collection of framelits, and I've got the second largest one, so the one just under the scallop. And we're going to put down our magnetic platform and a cutting plate. And then we're going to take this and just put it on the edge of our card. You want to put it in like this and then lay it down. You need this blade to be against here, but you don't want this part to be cut. I'm going to center this from side to side, and as you'll see, you've got a little wiggle room on the sides here. You just want to make sure that you have equal gaps on each side so you know that your oval framelit is centered. And remember, this framelit cuts on the inside. That's where the blade is, not the outside. So you don't want to cut off too much here. And our magnetic platform will hold it in place for us. We're going to put the other plate on. You're only going to run this through until you hear it cut. And then back it up. And the reason why you do that is you don't want a line here. It'll make a indented line where this other part of the oval is. And I actually did that. So I just wanted to show you that's what you'll get. And that's not attractive. We don't want to do that. So you roll it in, roll it back when it cuts just this edge. Now we have to emboss with the Decorative Dots embossing folder. So we're getting out our multi-purpose platform with one tab open, just like you'd use for any other embossing folder. I want my dots to be up on the front of my card, so I'm going to use the side where I can see the Stampin' Up! Logo, and I'm putting it in just so that my score line, where I'm going to fold my card, ends at the edge of where the design ends. Center that. And run that through your Big Shot. And this is what we have. Cute. Just going to score this again. Now I always do my cutting first, because sometimes if you do your embossing folder first and then run it through the Big Shot to cut it, it will smash the texture that you've made. So cut first, then emboss. All right, the next thing we're going to do is put on our eyeballs. And what I've got here, I've already put my eyeballs together. I've got Sahara Sand, Whisper White, and Basic Black. And I use the 1 1/2 inch punch for the Sahara Sand, the 1 1/4 for the white, and 3/4 on this eyeball for the black, and 1/2 inch on this eyeball, I should say pupil, for the left eye. And I'm just going to add, now when you're gluing things to an embossed image, or surface I should say, you want to use a little extra glue. You'll notice sometimes when you use snail adhesive or tape runners, they kind of fall apart. And if you use glue, they won't come apart when putting them on an embossed surface. Then the next thing that I have is my nostrils for my dragon, and I use the Owl Builder Punch, and I'm using these 2 dots right at the top. I'm just going to put a couple dots of glue on my dragon. Jennifer's little nostrils, or her little nostrils. And then I've used the bird builder punch, and the wing for the bird is going to be the cute little eyebrows. And I would like to sponge those a little bit. It makes them pop. Now, one thing you want to watch for is you want to have your eyebrows, one going to the right, one going to the left, and you're going to sponge the front of each of those. It's important, otherwise you'll have two eyebrows going the same way, and that would be goofy. Okay, some dimensionals on the back of these. And for certain projects, and to save dimensionals, I like to cut my dimensionals in half, but these, cutting them in half is the perfect size to go on our little eyebrows. And you just kind of stick that slightly over the eyeball. Isn't that cute? Okay, now for our teeth, our ferocious little teeth. I have used a 3/4 inch punch, and I have already punched out 7 teeth. That's how many we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we don't need those two. Okay, so now we're going to add in our teeth. And I'm just going to put little dots of glue on the edge of my 3/4 inch circles. And this is how I did it. I'm going to open up my card a little bit here, and I'm going to slide this in. I just found it easier to look at this from the front rather than to open the card up and try to put the teeth in. You don't want this sticking out too far because remember, it has to fit in our envelope. Unless you have the envelope punch board, and then you can make yourself an envelope. And I just keep kind of sliding my teeth in. You could have gaps between your teeth. It'd be really cute with a gap between the front teeth. However you'd like to make your little dragon. Oops, I stuck my finger right in the glue. Gosh, these dragon teeth are making me hungry. And then last, and again, we want to make sure that we don't have this one sticking out too far. I'll just stick it a little bit closer there. Push that in. And let's make sure it fits in our envelope. And this one will fit. So there's our little chompers on our dragon. How cute. And last but not least, we're going to stamp the inside. For the inside, I chose to use the Big News stamp set. This is one stamp set. You get 2 cases because these are a lot of words and they're big. And this one is going to be a birthday card. So I'm just going to ink this up. It's your birthday. Stamp that right here. It's your birthday. And then last but not least, I told you my dragon was hungry, and my dragon's going to take a little chomp out of the edge. I'm using my 2 3/8 inch Scallop Punch. And I'm going to glue this to the inside. This is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, this white layer. And there we go. Cute. And I'll show you the baby cards. They have, your little baby is big news, congratulations, from the same stamp set. So have fun, make yourself some dragons. I'm going to go eat something because my stomach is growling, as you heard. And get ready for the next person that has a baby, or the next child that you know that has a birthday, or maybe you know a lot of big children, like adults that act like children. You could make this card for them too. Thanks for stamping with me. I appreciate your time. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, please pop me an email at kelly@astampabove.com and I will be happy to throw one in the mail for you.